Hello, everybody. This is your boy DJ Cookmaster here to give you another video. In the description below is Sony ponies are out of touch and they think their system is the best and explain why. Put narratives in the comments section if you want to, because I would like to get feedback on everybody who thinks that Sony's system, PlayStation 5, is the best. Why they VR is going to be the best. Why that damn controller is going to be the best. I want to know from Sony people on that. Okay, that's if I have any Sony people listening to me today or not. I don't know. But now getting to this point, let's talk about everything that y'all think that Sony is about. Okay, we know Sony has been out over so many more years than Microsoft. Okay, that's not no big deal. I don't even care about that no more. Sony used to have a good brand. They got a pretty good brand. I guess so. I guess that's what you want to call it. But the game slope is changing a little bit, y'all. It's going more into Xbox favor because the main reason is because of the narrative that Xbox is doing and they giving everybody what they want in gaming. Ever since day one, when Xbox came out with the original system, and I spoke about this on a I think my broadcast like last week, talked about how when they came out with the Xbox, what was so different from the Xbox than it was from the PS2, and everybody knows what was the difference between that and the PS2. Better graphics overall than the PS2. They had a better it had a better thing where you can listen to your music and all that stuff, which was very, very good. The controller was big and bulky, but I love the controller too. Okay, now let's go on to the Xbox 360 era. No, I want to stick on the Xbox on the original Xbox. The one thing they did bring was music, where you can play music while you're playing your games. Beautiful, beautiful narrative. PS2 didn't have it. They didn't have it at all. So now let's get off that. So now let's get on the Xbox 360. The 360 was to me was a work of art. Yes, it had its problems with the three rings of death, but the only reason why the system was to stand because Microsoft had the money to back it up and help it stand on its legs, and that's what they did. And I appreciate what Microsoft did on that too, because if it wasn't because of Microsoft, there would not have been an Xbox One, the Xbox Series S or X at all. Just because of Microsoft doing what they're doing, I love that. But let's get back to the 360 era. Okay, they did something that nobody has never ever done in gaming, and that was to bring live to the forefront. PlayStation had never did nothing like that. PC had never done nothing like that. And the PC did do it, it was trash. Microsoft was the first to ever bring live to the forefront so people can play their games. Why? Sony didn't do that. Bottom line, Sony didn't do it. And you know Sony didn't do it. So if you think that Sony did that first, you're kidding your doggone self. Okay? You are kidding yourselves. Period. Call of Duty. Call of Duty is on the Xbox 360 was one of the first games to bring Call of Duty and Activision out the way that it needed to be because they made the game more relevant than anything that before Sony even was even thinking about it. So thanks Microsoft for bringing out, having Activision bring Call of Duty on the system, And it was more popular than ever on the 360. Okay. So if it wasn't because of the 360 era, that probably would have been dead too. Okay. So let's go on. Let's talk about the blades. The blades that the 360 had. Beautiful, beautiful thing. You couldn't beat it at all with a stick. So when people come with this narrative to me about about the damn about what Sony is doing, show me how they innovative. Show me what they're doing. Show me what they're doing now. They're not doing anything for gaming right now. Like I said, they always have want the same narrative over and over and over and over and over again. Always want that. All they want you to play is God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and all them games. And those games not even on your Game Pass yet. Why are they not on your Game Pass? Those games almost a year old now. I know Horizon Zero Dawn is definitely the second one is over a year old. So why is it on your Game Pass? That game should be on your Game Pass right now. Okay. Now, I had a call with one of my friends today, and I asked him, did he read that text that I gave him yesterday? You know, he gonna say that yes, he did read it, and he said, well, I can see it because of the fact that you got to read between the lines and all that stuff. With the thing that Microsoft is gonna do with the Call of Duty, okay, with the Activision acquisition and all that stuff. Okay, fine, cool, and all that stuff. Okay, but the first thing I'm gonna ask him is this, and this is what I asked him. This is the reason why I say y'all Sony fans are so damn spoiled. And this is the reason why I'm saying this. And this is what I asked him. I said, let me ask you this. If there was another foot and Sony would have had enough money to go out there and buy Activision, Activision right now, you'd be happy. He said, yes, I would. I said, well, let me ask you this then. Do you think they would have much more trouble to get it done then as Microsoft is having now? He said, yes, I think they would have trouble. I said, no, they wouldn't, because Sony wouldn't give it to you. Sony would not get there. Sony would pay their doggone lawyers that money up front to say, okay, you know what? We own this. We don't want it to be, on Xbox. And it would have been on Xbox at all. And y'all would have been happy as a pig and slop. But now Microsoft is willing to give you the damn thing for 10 years. But you're not happy. Even now, we just talking about one damn game. One game. We ain't talking about the whole damn company. We just talking about one damn game that gives you 17% of your revenue. And that's a lot of money lost. And like I said, that's beside the point. Okay. If it goes through, fine, which I know it will go through. But if it doesn't go through, we know there's some hanky panky going on behind the back of the scenes. We know that much right now because FTC is all wrong. Our government's messed up. Our government's jacked up. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that with our government. Okay. Now, getting to the issue in hand. What's going on with Microsoft right now? Why I think the Microsoft is the best system out there. And I can't stand Sony ponies because they spoil as hell. The narrative is so different because of the fact that what Xbox is doing. They brought you the Game Pass. Okay, they forced y'all to do a Game Pass. So that's something that they forced you to do because you had to do it because of the fact that if Xbox would not have had a Game Pass, it'd be totally different. Because you know why? Because everything goes back to the same old. You buy your games, you buy your certain games, and that's it. You buy your certain games, and that's it. There's no narrative. If the other developers decide to go ahead and do this and do that, fine. If they fail, fine. And nobody would not have gave a damn about the other developers But this is the big game changer right here. Xbox came out with the Game Pass 3 years ago. It may be four now. Okay. When they came out with it, it was very vanilla, but they didn't, but they stuck with it. They stuck with it and made it successful. And this is the reason why I love the Games Pass so much. You figure that all the money that you didn't save where you haven't had to buy a game to try it out. You can try it out on the Game Pass because the game will be on the Game Pass. And this makes a lot of sense. So whatever Sony is doing on the other side, Xbox doing a whole lot better because they don't have to worry about no demos. They can go to the developer, ask the developer, do they want to put on their Game Pass? The developer decides that they want to put on the game on Xbox Game Pass, they can. Microsoft give them lump sum money. They put it on. They put it on the Game Pass. It makes money that way. Microsoft makes money that way. Your game get exposed. Your game get exposed in a good sense of the fact that you just think about it. Without these developers having Game Pass, would they have done this? I mean, they can put a demo on there, but hell, demos. I don't know if the demos are free or not. I really don't know to put on a system. But I know Game Pass is putting these games on the Game Pass so developers can make money. They can get their game good exposure. They can make money off the Game Pass. They can make money. If you decide that you want to buy the game still, you can still buy the game. That's the beauty of the Game Pass. So where Sony is still behind, they behind scheduled times and all that stuff. So let me get this straight with these Sony Pony fans. Xbox got close to 75, maybe 80 million people on Xbox Live. This is not including the Game Pass. The Game Pass got like 30 million subscribers. So I don't want to hear this narrative about the PSN because the PSN don't have nearly as many people on their network than Microsoft have. They never have and never will. Matter of fact, I know y'all gonna be losing money. Okay, y'all losing money. Y'all already lost over what 2 million subscribers already, and then y'all gonna be losing a whole lot more than that if Sony do not get their Game Pass irrelevant. Bottom line. Now, this is one thing I love about Microsoft as far as like gaming is concerned. They pushing the envelope of doing anything and everything for their fans. Okay, we've been dealing with the same interface for a couple of years now. Now they're gonna go now people complain about the interface. They need to be changed up a little bit. So I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I know when it does, I know it's gonna come out being legit. Now some people might not like it because I know how some people are. They're shady at best, and they're bullshitters. The Xbox community, I am really talking about you because if you don't support if you don't support your system, and all you want to do is just go in there, bitch, complain about this, the bitch complain about that. That's what you do. That's what you're gonna do because this is the bitching complaining world now that we live in. But now, with all that being said, this is what I want to know. I want to know what make the PS5 system so much elite better than the Xbox because I know it's not the console sales. I mean, they're not making any money off these consoles. Okay, you talking about Sony get over 30 million. Okay, big damn deal. It's game sales. That's what it's all about. I mean, people can talk about 30 million systems all they want to, but the games that's what it's all about. It's selling right now, and that's what it's all about, selling games. And Xbox got the portfolio over that. And Xbox did a hell of a job this past winter selling their systems. So to me, everybody wants to talk about PS5 got over 30 million systems. Why is it Why is it whenever Microsoft start bringing their little numbers out and all that's to say that they did go during the holiday season, then all of a sudden y'all want to say, oh, we sold over 30 million. 30 million, that's bull crap. 30 million, that's bull crap. Because you don't forget, you raised your console up overseas. And ain't nobody gonna go out there and buy your doggone system. No, I mean, you got some people that go out there and buy it, but you got a lot of people that's not gonna go out there and buy it because it's too damn much for number one. Okay, these damn games are like 70, $75. Over there in Canada, the games are like $100. And then you talking about the damn system. I don't know how much system is over there now, but we know one damn thing. We know Sony ain't going down in price. So let this be noticed of what I'm saying. To all you so-called, not to all you Sony ponies out there, your system is not better. Microsoft has always been innovative no matter what, no matter how you want to see it, no matter how you want to say it, they always have been innovative. Okay? And I'm gonna bring up another thing too. And y'all Sony fans, y'all want our exclusive games. Why? Why do y'all want our games? Okay, y'all want Starfield. Okay? It's not coming to your system. Everybody want to talk about, well, the developer said it was going to come to our system and all that stuff. I said, if they would not have let Microsoft bought them out, yes, they would have. But let's get this straight: Microsoft ain't no doggone fool, and the contract was not signed through yet because the game wasn't even. I mean, I think the game was in process of being made, but it wasn't made out yet. So the words, big doggone deal, Sony fans, y'all just gonna be miss out on that. It's like Redfall, the vampire game. That's another game that y'all want in your system. But all I hear y'all cry, it was supposed to be on the PlayStation before Microsoft bought them. So Microsoft bought them. It is not going to be on your system. So let's put it like this, y'all. And I'm going to be serious. Let's put it like this. If you really, really want to think about it, what has Microsoft done? Hellblade is on the Xbox, and you know the reason why it is on the Xbox, because it did much better on the Xbox Game Pass than it did on Sony. Don't forget, Sony had it for like 6 months, maybe 6, 7 months before it even came out, before Microsoft decided to go out and give the people the money to put on the Game Pass. And they made more money on the Game Pass more than ever. So now so Microsoft decided to buy them out. But all I hear about y'all Sony fans, y'all bigger about that. Oh, well, we ain't gonna get it. Well, we ain't gonna get Hellblade 2. But you ain't getting Hellblade 2. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Come over there and get an Xbox if you want to play Hellblade 2. If you want to play Starfield, come and get a PlayStation. I mean, come on, get an Xbox. If you want to play Redfall, get an Xbox. Damn that PlayStation crap, get an Xbox. Because when it come down to this year, and I don't want to hear that crap about we're not coming out with exclusives this year, because we are. Because we come out with the best card game that's coming out, and that is Forza Motorsports. Oh, y'all want that game too? Y'all want the Motorsports game, because it's not going to be on your system, and it's going to be more realistic on our system than the Xbox than ever. Y'all, Sony ponies are delusional. Y'all so spoiled over a system that has been irrelevant for over 30 years and have not been innovative at all. And if they have been innovative, nobody is using their stuff anymore. It's like, I'm going to give you a good example. This VR that's about to come out for them. Okay, okay, yeah. You idiots out there. Yeah, some of y'all gonna buy it. And yes, and I call you idiots. Because y'all idiots, because y'all gonna buy a $500 VR system. It's gonna be over $500 with taxes, if I'm not correct. And when it's over that doggone much, Okay, developers, yeah, they're gonna say they love it. They at the event. Yeah, they're gonna say they're gonna love it because they want to see what it's gonna do. The people who made the Optimus Rift, yeah, they went on there and say they liked it, but that don't mean that it's gonna sell. Just because you like something, don't mean that it's gonna sell. And I'm gonna give you a good example on that. Okay, these developers gonna like making games for the VR, but is it going to do any good as far as sales? No, it's not going to do good. $500 for a VR, and then if you don't have a PS5, you're going to spend $500 on a PS5. In some areas, the VR is going to be more than that overseas. In some areas, it is, I mean, the VR is going to be more than that in some areas overseas. So let's just face it. So the VR is going to be dead on arrival. Okay, you only sold 5 million units of your last VR. What make you think? What make you think that Sony is going to have good success on this other VR, the way that the economics and the way that the financial situation is right now? The way that people check books right now, people got to decide. They got a decision that they got to make, or they're going to go and feed their families, or they're going to go over there and pay for the VR, in which the VR is not going to be all that great. It's still, like I said, VR is still nothing but a gimmick system. It's not a system that you're going to play every day on a console. And this is my point right here. This is the reason why the Xbox Game Pass, it will be so successful in the years and years and years and years and years to come. The way that the people's pocketbooks are now, if it's on the Game Pass, they can play it on the Game Pass. And when the game comes down in price, they can pay for the game if they want to. But if it's on the Game Pass, they don't have to. They don't have to. Since the Game Pass has been irrelevant, it has saved me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, in which I know my Xbox partners and my Xbox buddies will agree. It have saved them a lot and lots and lots and lots of money. So I don't want to hear that stuff. Game Pass don't have no games. High on Life came out. That's a moneymaker. I'm going to tell you another good game too. You might as well say it exclusive to the Xbox brand, and that is a Plague's Tale, the new Plague's Tale game. You might as well say it's an Xbox game because you know why? It's on the Game Pass. So if people want to buy it, they can buy it. They don't have to buy it. They can wait till the game go down in price, and if they decide they want to buy it, they can buy it. Look at all the games that Xbox that came out with. And there's gonna be a whole lot more games that Xbox gonna come with too, because I know the game that Dead Space game that they came out with, and I don't know the name of the game that was supposed to be like a Dead Space write-off. It wouldn't be no surprise if you see Microsoft say, okay, you know what? It's not doing that great as y'all thought it was gonna be because of this, because of that, because of the ratings and all that stuff. That's the reason why all my XR buddies, we don't go by the rating systems at all. And this one thing I'm going to like about Xbox. Let's say like Microsoft go to them and say, you know what, we want to go ahead and put on the Xbox, okay? We're going to go ahead and put on the Xbox. We're going to give y'all lump sum money to put it on the Xbox. They put on the Xbox. See how the sales is going to go then. Xbox already paid the developers off, so they can't bicker about that. So all they can do is bicker about how much money they're really going to sell. Now, like I said, don't hold me to a grain of salt. I'm not really saying that Microsoft's going to do this. But if that game don't do that great, they might just have to do what they have to do, because what I'm hearing is that they want to make the game. They want to make at least a good $5 million off the game itself, and they didn't do that so far this holiday season. And everybody knows within that first 2 months within the first month or so, when the game first come out, it had to hit like game busters. And if it didn't, it didn't. And this is where I bring the media into play because the media needs to around stop bashing these games and let these games. I mean, now if they want to go and ridicule it, fine. But some of these people will be ridiculing these games for no reason at all, and it can be a damn good ass game. It can be a real good game, and that's it. But I'm going to tell you right this before I even get off. I'm going to tell you right now before I even get off. Right now, let's take High on Life, the developer. The developer said himself, listen, the developer of High on Life said himself, if that game would not have came onto the Game Pass, that game would not be irrelevant today. It would not have made the money as as it is right now. The game is making money number one because Microsoft put the money up front to put it on the Game Pass. They're making money off the game because people are actually buying these games. They buying that game. Okay? And I don't hear about these PlayStation people that talk all that noise. Oh, well, if it came to the Xbox, if it came to PlayStation, we would have played it. No, you don't, because all you do is just believe in y'all single player games. So with all that being said, you know what? I done said enough what I had to say today. All I gotta say is this: Sony fans being spoiled. Show me where your PlayStation is better. Like I said, put something in the comment section. I'm letting you know right now this is how I'm feeling about the whole doggone situation. Your system is junk. Microsoft is doing good. We're eating good on our end. And I don't want to hear about nothing else about what's going on with what's going on with the company. Because that's their business, not mine. My business is just to play games. So as of right now, this is your boy DJ Tugmaster. This is what you call the Xbox Lions Den. And like I said, I am back for 2023. And get ready for it. Because I'm going to do more live broadcasts. I'm going to get my name out there. We are going to do good things with the Lions Den, with the Unlimited Truth, with the Axel podcast, and my boy Sega Man podcast, and Heatbox podcast. And Bones broadcast is already irrelevant, so we don't have to even fool with him because they know good on their end. But we're gonna bring our stuff out, and people get ready for me to do a sports broadcast pretty soon. Because when I do a sports podcast, my sports podcast pretty soon, I'm going to include it with the Lions Den. Okay, I'm going to bring it to the Lions Den. It's going to be called. I haven't came out with a name with my sports title yet, but it's about time we put these people on notice with these commentators. Because some of these commentators don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what these doggone sports people go through. But as of right now, this is your boy DJ Tuck Master signing off. And y'all have a blessed day and talk to y'all later. Bye.